Hey everyone, and welcome to Comic Breakdown. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to hit that sub button and like this video if you enjoy the content that we have coming out. And so I've made my trek 2,000 miles across the United States. I'm all settled in and we're going to be getting back into comics. And this week, we're going to be covering DCeased Dead Planet issue number 5. Now, if you guys haven't been following this line, be sure to check out my playlist. I'll leave it in the description and at the top of this video. You can get caught up completely on everything DCeased related. So without further ado, let's dive into this issue. Alright, so this issue takes us to the Tower of Fate inside of the Gotham Garden. And we have Constantine and Dr. Fate standing at the door. And Dr. Fate doesn't understand why he's not able to see what's inside. So whatever's happening is really disclosed to Dr. Fate. And it seems that Constantine wants to keep it that way. And John goes inside, and Dr. Fate's really unable to go inside with him. And John makes the snide remark, you know, he pretty much says, like, this is the Tower of Fate. So, no, whatever happens in here is fated to happen. And upon arriving inside, he's met by Etrigan. And he summoned him here pretty much to ask him a question. What's the update from Hell? How long until Trigon arrives? And after beating around the bush a little, he tells him, you know, the Trigon's pretty pissed and he's going to be there within 3 full turns. But Constantine wanted him to say this. That way, Swamp Thing, who's in the corner, could hear it. Could hear it for his own ears and understand that Hell was coming. And that meant all the green was also going to die. And Swamp Thing reminds Constantine, you know, the Australian garden, it's still crying out. The green is still crying out for help. But Constantine has a plan for that as well. And so this is where he tries to assemble a team. You know, he assembles a little Bat family reunion, if you will, here. We have Red Hood and Ravager, along with Cassandra Cain, Swamp Thing, and John Constantine. And it doesn't really tell us what Constantine's plan here is. But for this to work, John Constantine's going to need the help of all of them. And so they need to go to a place that's hidden from his magic. But Swamp Thing can reach it. And they can essentially trace his body and then create a teleport upon arriving. And so he goes through the green, through the world, and arrives at Nada Parbat. And upon teleporting in, they see an army of the anti-living League of Assassins. You know, and Batman makes a comment here because he's kind of resorting to the Batman that we know, the Batman that has some kind of morality. And with the knowledge that these guys are possibly able to be saved, he doesn't want anybody to kill. But breaking bones, putting holes in them is not outside the realm of possibility. You know, they got to do what they got to do because at the end of the day, this is an army coming at them and there's only a handful of them. And they get to the gates and they're greeted by Deadman. And he informs them that this place is under the protection of Ramakrishna, the goddess. And as he escorts them through the city, John Constantine sees what he came for. The Spear of Destiny. The spear that's said to be powerful enough to kill a god. Now, Krishna and Constantine have a conversation here. And she's pretty much telling John, like, I'm not going to let you take this spear. Like, there's no way in heck I'm going to let you take this spear just to cause more death and destruction along the way. And this is where he tells her, I know. Like, I know you're not going to let me take it. I know that this can only go one way. And he takes the spear and jabs it into her stomach. And as Deadman rushes over to her side, Constantine pulls out Ragman's cloak. Now, Ragman's cloak pretty much steals the soul. It traps the soul within inside of it and allows the wearer to be empowered through those spirits. And so with this, he captures Deadman within inside the cloak. And just like that, they leave. Constantine's done. And then they teleport out to the next location, the next place they need to go to. And at first everybody's a little confused, but Swamp Thing lets them know this is the Rock of Eternity, the home of the wizard Shazam, because they need Shazam's staff. So Constantine is seemingly going for god tier level weapons. Because he is what it seems to be going after Trigon. He wants to take out Trigon, and to do so, he's going to need god-killing weapons to make it quick and easy. Now, as they're walking through this, Rose sees a premonition. But even being able to see the future, it's too late. She can't stop what's gonna happen. And this is where we see Jason Todd just get annihilated. Captain Marvel Jr. comes out and just breaks Jason Todd in half. And Rose had to watch this not once, but twice. And in all the chaos, in an attempt to hold him, to hold Freddy at bay, to be able to try to overpower him, Cassandra reaches for the staff. And you hear her yell Shazam, and she's empowered with the powers of Shazam. And the anti-living Captain Marvel is no chance for her. She wreaks havoc. Now, completing the mission that they set out to do, Constantine knew these guys weren't going to help him because of the stakes that were at hand. And Constantine had told Batman that no one was going to die. And to be more specific, he said that no one was going to die that wasn't already dead. And this is where Batman just punches him in the face. And then we hear something say, "You deserved that." And this is when he sees the specter before him, the ghost of wrath, the spirit of vengeance. And the specter tells him, you're holding an object that could end me. At the very least, this is concerning. I could stop what you're doing right now. And Constantine's reply is, but you won't. Because you're the spirit of vengeance, and if you can channel all that power, you can tell exactly what I'm motivated by, and that's vengeance. And I will have my vengeance. And Spectre just leaves, just says, "Good night, John," and takes off. And that will be the end of this issue. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I particularly am really liking what Deadplan is building up to be. I really like them taking John Constantine and giving him a much bigger role in the aftermath of everything DCeased. I'm really excited to see more, Cassandra Cain with the Shazam powers and what Constantine could possibly be wanting to do with both these god tier level killing weapons. I think it's really going to build up for something phenomenal. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you have not yet, please be sure to like and subscribe to the page and to the next video.